Hello, my name is Eva Frank. I am a Bora chef and I have the pleasure of guiding you through the 5-5 cooking with your customers. So what you need is you need a few ingredients. We have the tagliata recipe, the 5-5 tagliata recipe. We need a pepper, some oyster mushrooms, garlic, rosemary, pine nuts, a bit of white wine for the sauce. Of course, you need some frying oil, and don't forget the steam lamp. It will help you to show the effect. Here we will use 200 degrees Celsius. This is the perfect temperature for your steak and the perfect temperature for this recipe. Of course, you could use 250, but really that's a little too hot now, and we will take 200. Let's start with prepping the mushrooms. You don't need to cut them, you just tear them apart like that. That's all you have to do with the mushrooms. And now they are ready. Before we put on the frying oil, this is an organic olive frying oil. Before we put it onto the surface, please turn the extractor on, because the minute you have something on the teppan that will create a smell, you don't want to smell it. So please turn it on. And now take the frying oil and use your spatulas. These are your tools. And then put the mushrooms on. The mushrooms take the longest. Take the steak and place it in the other zone, like that. Take your chili pepper and just make a little incision so it doesn't burst. Next step is the bell pepper. And I have got a little trick here to show you how to cut the pepper the best way. Just like that. Place it this way down, and here are all the peppers have small elevations here, and just cut like that. Now you can see the seeds on the inside. This is all you have. That's ready. The next step is, now that here more is going on now, just turn the elevator higher, like 7, that's enough. Season with salt. Next thing you do is you take the garlic. You want some garlic perfume here, like a slight garlic aroma, and therefore you take the garlic, cut it in half, and just place it with the cut side down, here and here. Take a bit of oil and just drizzle onto the garlic. If you want your steak medium, then you have to wait for 3 little, ponds of clear rose-colored juice appearing on the surface of the steak. So when you see that the steak starts sweating, that's the time to flip the steak, and you wait for the same sign on the other side again. If you like medium rare, you wait for 2 spots. And add the peppers. Now the steak is ready. Just take it off. Let it rest for a while. That's very important, so you have a juicy steak. Of course, this is the moment where you will smell the rosemary and the steak. So tell your customers, well, now that the steak is away from the extractor, you can smell it actually. Next step is take some pine nuts and just sprinkle some of them onto the other zone. mix them a bit. Very important is that you can switch the tape pan off now, as you can work with the rest of the heat really, really well. It's time to plate up. So we have some plates here. Now the steak is resting, you can make a quick sauce. What you need is like a bit of white wine. You can also use red wine, of course. And then what you do is turn the extractor a bit higher and deglaze with the wine. Season with salt and pepper. Leave it to reduce down a bit, and now you can cut the steak. Season with salt and pepper. There you go. Well, the tagliata is ready. I hope you'll enjoy it, and I hope that I could provide you with some guidance through the 5-5 cooking process, and that you will also enjoy the cooking with your customers then. Have fun.